everybody. How y'all doing today? Today is Sunday, April the 27th. 60 to 65 degrees. It shows 61, but it feels a little warmer than that. So I know it's been a couple of weeks since I posted a video. Been kind of under the weather. And when I had to get out here to film bees, I did just that. I come out here, film bees, come out here, checked out my bees, make sure everything was good with them, make sure nobody was swarming, make sure they were good on supers, and I literally took probably a total of an hour out here instead of the normal 2 to 3 hours I'm out here. So I did a really quick inspection on all my hives. Everybody looks good. Still got one queenless hive over there that I'm not really sure what I want to do with, because I'm pretty sure they got a laying worker. What I am going to do today is I'm just going to check. I'm going to check these bees. They should have workers emerging now. This is going to be a split from here. So they should have bees emerging. If they do have bees emerging, I'll probably move one of those supers that's not quite filled up from these hives. Because what I want to do is this hive and the brown hive, they're packed full of bees. I mean, they got so many bees. This one as well. So I may move some of these supers that are ready to be capped over to these smaller hives, and then I have 2 deeps over there with frames of undrawn comb. I may move these to some of these bigger hives to allow for them to draw this comb out, because a hive like this is not going to mess with that deep. They're not going to draw it out fast enough. So I may end up just moving some supers around and stuff. But for right now, I just want to check these girls and see how they're doing. Should have bees emerging here pretty soon, if they're not already emerging. Queen cells, that ain't good. Because it could be a supersedure cell. The queen could be gone. Queen could already be dead or something. I don't know, maybe they've already killed her. I don't think the queen is dead, because there is a lot of young larvae here. And there's the queen right there. I don't know why they put them swarm cells in there. Yeah, she's got eggs laid all in here. We're going to destroy them queen cells, and we're going to just give them another box. But there she is right there. Probably fixing to lay another one. I mean, she looks fine. She's large. She looks good. So yeah, we're going to destroy those 2 cells that I saw. There's like 2 or 3 cells. I could use them for splits and just make them a split. That way if something happens to this queen, I've got an extra one. I'm okay with just destroying them for right now. If something happens, they can make a new queen. Yeah, they've only got like 3 cells. So definitely not swarm cells, I don't think. I'm not really concerned with if the queen is mated well. I can always make some more. Plus, this might be a good hive to introduce the queens I'm getting from Ashby. If this queen kind of is on her way to a demise, there's really no way to find out. So, but I am gonna give them another box. I'm just gonna give them one of them supers, one of them deeps. I wish they were drawn out, but they're not. But I got a feeling they'll draw them out pretty quick. And no, I don't like the plastic queen excluders all that much. But I got these at a deal, so that's the only reason I'm using them. So, all right, we'll see how they do. We will see how they do. All right, so they don't need another super, because they're just drawing this out. They look like they're just starting to mess with this stuff. Yeah, they're just starting to draw this out. They're just coming up here. So that's fine. I'm fine with that. We just want to take all these off. I want to check for some swarm cells and make sure we ain't got none. All but these 2 frames. All the rest of those are just about filled up. they got this top box. I know y'all can't hardly see because the boxes are so tall, but they got this top box almost drawn all the way out. So I'm just checkerboarding now with with the top box, so they'll get on up there and start drawing it out too. So what we're doing is looking for any kind of peanuts on the bottom. That's literally all we're looking for. What I like to do is I like to pull it forward until it's over top of that 4x4 so the weight doesn't flip it. And we see some queen cups, but I'm not seeing cells. I'm not seeing anything dropping down. We will bust some of these open to make sure they don't have any larvae or anything in them, but for the most part I know they're not going to. Yep, I mean, I don't see anything. I mean, look guys, this is not a guarantee that if you look down here and you don't see any cells, that you're not gonna have any. But I have 2 brood boxes, and so if they're not gonna be on one, they'll definitely be on the other one. So I'm not seeing anything here. I'm not even seeing eggs in here or anything. So we're gonna chalk that up as a W, and we're gonna check the bottom one. We're just gonna move the bees from underneath. And if you want to, you could pull a frame out or two and just see if you got queens. I got larvae on this one because I can see it looks like drones. So I would pull that one out and check, see if she's laid up some more other brood in there and they may have made a queen cell out of them. But based on what I've seen in my first box, I know for a fact that there's not any queen cells on this hive. Nowhere. We'll smoke these girls down and throw the boxes back on top. And I think I am going to reverse the boxes. I'm not gonna reverse the brood chambers. I'm gonna leave them as is, but I am gonna reverse these honey supers, and I'm gonna put the one that's not really all that drawn out on the top or on the bottom close to the brood chamber. That way they can start drawing it out and filling it up and all. So this was the one that was on the bottom. It's packed full of bees, and it's packed full of drawn comb and honey or nectar that they're turning into honey. So I'm gonna do something a little different, and I'm gonna put this one on the top because it's super heavy. And we're gonna put these, literally I'm gonna stack them just like they are right now. So let's do that. Yeah, they're not that bad. They're not that heavy. So yeah, just like so. Like that. Put this girl on top. Oh, she's super heavy. Oh. By the way, so I've put in my honey super frames or my deep honey frames in here, but I'm gonna try something a little bit different this year. I'm gonna try some pure comb honey. This is what I've got. They're gonna draw it out and I'll cut little sections out of it. So I've never done it. I've seen people do it different ways. I wanna try it this way because I want some pure comb honey to be able to put in my jars. So I've got 5 of them in here, and I'm hoping this hive is big enough to be able to draw it out in no time. I'm hoping. We'll see. We shall see. So we're gonna put all these back together. I mean, there's so many bees in this hive. They should be able to draw that out in no time. That's gonna be awesome. All right, all of these look good. They don't look bad. Let y'all get a look at them right quick. So we got this one, we got 2 or 3 frames of bees up top. They're not doing much in this super. I may move this super over to here because this has got bees all the way across except for that last frame. And then this one's looking better. I think there might be a queen in here because there's more bees in here. Pretty sure I didn't see a queen in there the other day. Oh, look at that. That looks good. And a lot of them open cells have larvae in them. Wow, that looks amazing. Oh, that looks really good. That's what you want to see, people. Yeah, and everything over here has got larvae in it. Yep, that's what you want to see. We're gonna take this super and put right here because these girls are emerging. I don't know what's going on with that one. These bees are emerging though. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I did not expect larvae in here. But we got cat brood. And I mean a lot of cat brood. Okie dokie, folks. So we're pretty much wrapped up. All the hives look good. No swarm cells. I believe the heavy swarming may be over, but I believe what you're gonna find is some supersedures from poorly mated queens during swarming, because most of them should be laying now. And the supersedure cells could be coming from the lack of brood in the hive, just like with a package. I don't know. But what I do know is the difference in a swarming hive and a superseding hive. And you can kind of tell. So what I've done is one or two of my hives, I've actually broken down this, what I think is the supersedure cells, because the queen had a pretty good pattern. And I just want to get them through the next couple of weeks until I get my queens from Ashby. And then I can make splits off of those hives with those queens. Or with those queens and their young. So I'm just buying some time right now. They'll be fine for a couple more weeks. I don't plan on getting no honey off of those 4 hives. Maybe the white and the one with the yellow super on, they might give me some honey. But we'll see. We'll see. Actually, I know the far end to 2 brown brood chambers deeps, they're definitely gonna give me some honey. I just got to get a super to put on it. So in the meantime, all the rest of them look good. I've been through all of them. I put a deep on that one because she had a lot of emerging brood. This one's fine. They haven't touched the top super. I actually put it on the bottom. These girls are fine. They probably need another super pretty soon, but remember they had a brood break from a split that I made, which I believe was one of those. So they should be okay for right now. Should be good and good. This, I believe it was this one, this hive, or no, this hive. It's a little iffy. That's the one with the supersedure cells. That's gonna be it for today. Nice little hive inspection on all the hives. No swarm cells. Plenty of room to put some more honey. And onwards. So we will be pulling these supers in about 2 to 3 weeks, processing them as quickly as possible and getting them back onto the hives, mainly because we have a big difference in our early spring and late spring honey, and you won't know it if you don't process honey twice. If you wait and process honey at the end of the year, you won't see it. Me personally, I like to process early spring honey and then put supers back on, let them fill them back up because they're all drawn out, and process late spring honey. I've done it for the last 2 years and it's worked out pretty good, so I will be doing it again this year. And the late spring honey does supply more honey. However, it will, mostly because you have mostly drawn comb, because they're drawing it out for that early spring honey. We'll give them a week, we'll come back, check them again, and see where they're at as far as honey. So I really appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, hit that notification bell and get notified when I post videos, because truth be told, I don't really have a schedule. I don't know when I'm gonna post. I just know that I post videos, I come out here, do some inspections, and whenever I get time to post, I post. I try to get them done within 2 or 3 days of me inspecting them. So thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.